Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Minecraft today. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday, hopefully with less frustration. We're going to fill in some of the side panels and mid panels on the command center, and we're going to square away the villagers that were being fussy yesterday and move some of the temporary farms and builds that we had in the floor and kind of move them into other places so that we can actually design and decorate the floor, move the shulker boxes, that kind of stuff. So should be a pretty straightforward day. There's always a laundry list of to-do things in this build, but I will also let you know that there's a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out. I mentioned that yesterday as well. That's episode 380. Should be up on YouTube now, should be up on Spotify. Listen and watch wherever you want. It's all free, and it's a weekly development news and community show about Minecraft. So if it's something that you enjoy this game, then you can check it out on thespunchunks.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We would really appreciate it. We're trying to grow the audience this year, so if you know somebody that would like to listen, then share it around. It's also family friendly. We don't make it for kids, but we don't swear, and there's no innuendo jokes, nothing like that. It's all pretty family friendly. So we've had several people actually write in recently and say how nice it is that they can like listen in the car with their kids, which I think is cool. It's fun that a whole family can listen to the podcast that you make. So anyway, we're just going to dive right in. SweetSandi, good to see you. Moira kicking around as well. Goonie Katie, hello. So yesterday we made the first attempt at the inside here, and I like what we did. I like the stepped idea. I like when you come in through this door that the ceiling opens up, and even from here you still have a really big view. So within a few steps you're going to get to see a large room, and I think I want to take it up to at least there. So we've definitely got some work ahead of us. I don't know if I'm going to keep these lights or this material. It may not be stone. It makes sense that it's stone in here right now because it's stone on the outside as well, under here. So these sections here are stone, right? All the way up there. We could make it out of terracotta, but terracotta is around the door. And I'm doing this subtle thing where even though we do play with shaders and there's shadow, I'm getting darker and darker as you get closer to the door. And so it would make sense that it would get lighter in terms of the block material. I don't know if we're keeping the end rods. We might replace them with frog lights. I wouldn't mind having something else there. I don't know. That's just a first stab. We've got 3 more tries, so we can try different things around here and decide which one we like. But up here is where I was temporarily putting some of our guests. And so I would like to get them squared away at least a little bit. And then probably put in a temporary floor here and move our shulker boxes up, I think would be a smart thing. I don't know what we're going to do. I might have to go 1 block higher for the floor. I think I would like to have a walkway or something. We might try to see what that would look like too. So anyway, while we're talking about it, we might as well give it a go. I would probably make the walkway out of andesite. So we've got stone in my inventory already. We'll grab polished andesite. And I guess I should probably take some of that white concrete up to the ceiling. Feels a little bit strange here in the corners. Guess that would just go out to here. Don't know exactly how that's gonna sort itself out. There'll probably be a different layer. There'll probably be something else there. Cool. And then, oh, I did not do that right at all. My guess is that this is going to be andesite. So I might have made that floor too low. Adila, hello, how's it going? Twitch won't share, but you've been here for 25 streams. That's weird that Twitch won't share the stream streak, but thanks very much. 25 streams, that's almost a full month. That's amazing. All right, how far do we want this to stick out? My guess is at least another block. And then maybe we'll have upside down stairs. And very dark. Mikatu, happy time zones, welcome in. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll make it a little bit fancier, I'm sure. But I think that's a decent size, and then it would go off in a direction, maybe. We'll have to see. All right, and I guess I was planning on doing andesite in the floor. We'll put the temporary room up here. Let's just go. Probably have walls, colored wall, shulker box. Oh, here. This is already sort of separated out into sections of 3, which is how I like to separate my shulker boxes. We're not going to put them right up against the outside wall, but I think we can probably get away with this. Don't remember, do shulker boxes, they block light? They let some through? Cool. Alright, so if this... let's just go with 5 for the walkway space right now. And then the door... entryway. 1, 2, 3. Let's go with at least 7. I may have to go get more andesite. Really have to think about better ways to get up and down. That's why. It's too close for rockets, but it's too far for everything else. This is where we might have to start thinking about windows for light. Okay, so if I was going to put the shulker boxes along here, be the inside. I'm just ignoring that pattern because I just want to make my own. So the boxes would go up against whatever we put here. The boxes would be in that space. I could also just put like a light strip right here. Could be fun. I guess I'm probably overthinking this. Because really all I want to do is bring up the kind of storage that I've got down there. So we'll need spaces for barrels. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go with something like that. So that's going to be a barrel. Let's do yellow for barrel. And then shulker boxes. And barrel. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Really is dark down here. Now, I'm noticing I can't hear the villagers, so that's good. Even if I don't think I've turned their sounds down either, so we can just proceed with that spacing. So I could also put shulker boxes over there. I'll probably put most of them up here. So then it's just a matter of what block I want to put in there, and it's probably going to be something we tear down. What would be a good interior wall block that's not... It's not concrete. I want it to be something I can easily tear out if I don't like it. So I guess maybe we could go with diorite, calcite maybe? Terracotta all breaks out really quickly too, doesn't it? I mean, it's not that much concrete if we decide to change it. The way that fell into the abyss, yeah. It reminds me of early Minecraft with caving and stuff. Ice could be cool. There's nothing that has a particular sci-fi texture. I wouldn't mind something blue, but we don't have anything. I guess the closest we have is like a terracotta. What does blue terracotta look like? I think it's mostly purple, right? Yes, we have a data pack. Oh, purple terracotta is like wine colored. And then blue terracotta is purple. Alright, well, let's go with that. Purple terracotta. It's like the purple we have down here, but it'll be a lot easier to remove since we can insta-mine it. And no one needs this much pink terracotta. No one. We need more blue dye, though. I don't have any other way to get blue dye. Moment. That's why I wanted to get those villagers sorted. Having this universal dyeing data pack is so nice. Ah, that was the wrong color. Alright, let's just bring up, I guess, some shulker boxes as a test. So my plan is to have purple here for now. Maybe this will light a fire for me to change the texture pack for barrels. If anybody has a good sci-fi texture pack, texture for barrels, give me a message in Discord. I don't know about the white. Maybe we should do something else with that. But concrete, let's maybe put the concrete here. And then maybe we'll just have a strip of light along here. I think for now, we'll just do something really simple. I think glass. Then we'll come along here and just, need that to be lower. Crap. Really wish there was better ways to place blocks lower from above like this. Really isn't an easy way to do it. I feel like that was a mod or something I saw somebody playing either on a mod pack or some adventure pack where it was like a skill you could unlock. Yeah, it's a heavy thunder shower. I really want to do a lot of lighting from below. I think will look cool. I don't need those there. What I want is this. Now, that looks like light gray. I wonder what looks better, light gray or regular gray. What do clouds wear on a rainy day? Thunderwear? Nice. Light gray. Gray. Oh, light gray for sure. Light gray for sure. So then we don't need these. Not a lot of light. Well, yeah, we'll need more light than that, don't we? How do I light? I guess these ones have lights on the columns. Maybe we'll just make the columns out of diorite for now. And then we'll put something else at the top. Although lights back here are probably going to go outside, maybe? I guess the nice thing about building these temporary storage rooms is that you can always iterate. Like every time you move it, you can just try something a little bit different. Whoops. It'll be easy to take down. Okay. Got no idea if that's how we're going to do it, but now, which do I want to move first? I feel like something like this should be at the front. And then stuff like that should also be at the front. Some of this is going to be a real pain to move. So something like this we could put over here. At least for now. Sure. Oh, that's kind of in the corner, isn't it? That's fine. Not look very sci-fi, but it'll get us through. I think about the stuff I use the most. Fog lights and glass is going to be up there. Oh, I never thought about that. Right. I'm sure we will rearrange this once or twice. And then we'll bring all the stone related stuff. And that can just go in the shulker boxes, or not the shulker boxes, the barrels here. So that was over here. I need to make more barrels. Man, that helicopter is low. Alright, that's a mess. I need a better inventory for that. Those I'm not sure what I'm doing with just yet. I seem to be using the dyes a lot. I'd say we need another building material though. Probably the sand. We do concrete fair a bit. Terracottas. And then also that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Cool. Slowly start to hack away at this. Could use the barrel. Oh, I should probably kill that. Now I have to make a mental note how I did that. Sign, logs, fence. Right. I'm sure we'll need to make another one. right. There's like a little slab in there. Makes it easier to get the blocks back. Oh, I think this can connect up, can it? Yeah. Nice. Make more bays? Yes. So, should have given myself more room there. That's right. We can maybe squeeze it out. Should really label these things too. Oh, that's just cactus? I mean, for starters, well, dye things easy enough. On one hand, you want to make the cactus box green, but at the same time, an orange box with a green cactus label really stands out. Yes, just kind of a weird mix. Maybe we'll use the book for this one. Kind of like a utility box. I really don't know what to call this one. I guess we'll just leave it as knapsack, but maybe we'll put I don't know, that's kind of a catch-all. What I should do is put another bed up here. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have to do both sides. I don't think one side is gonna be enough. And as much as I want to make it symmetrical, I know that I screwed up with it. But 1, 2, 3, 4 shulker box. Nope, there's a hole there. So I know that's not the same. Maybe we can just put walls of chests or something there. Oh, I think that I'm not thinking too far ahead. Like, I'm just trying to think about what's going to be the most accessible. So I'm trying to put things that I'm using a lot closer to the front. And it would make sense to have the dyes closer to the crafting area. I think some of this would be good to have up front too. Mushroom, mushroom, mycelium. Mushroom, mushroom. The internet joke in there somewhere. Oh, crap. I just need a bunch of barrels right now. I feel like the dyes would be better off here, maybe? Maybe we'll move these. I know it seems like a lot of just organizing, but it really does help you long term, I find, to stay on top of stuff like this. Unfortunately, none of these actually have labels. Something, something, badger, badger. Yeah, 100%. You got there. You got there. I made a Muppets joke the other day on the spawn chunks, and one person, one person on YouTube was like, "Am I the only one that got that? I think I'm the only one that got that." It's just like, nice. It's pretty funny. What do we got? We got sand 2, 4, sand. We have a sand 1. That's sand 1. So sand 2. Sand 4 needs sand. This should be sand 5. Oh. That's that one done. Some of this stuff we've just not been using at all, so we can keep them in the barrels. Be fast. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be lost looking for things for some time. It is starting to feel much more open in here, though. Like, where the other concrete, I guess, is just put away somewhere? Right. Stream time is at an hour. Thanks, Sandy. I wish we could label these without completely covering them up. Like, that's kind of a pain. Like a sign over top of it just makes it hard to click on. Same thing with that item frame. All right, well, since it's getting dark, I'll take the break right now. So for folks that don't know, I take a break once an hour. I can't believe an hour has gone by already. It just gives me a chance to grab another glass of water. You can grab a friend, grab a snack, let them know that we're streaming. We are trying to grow the channel. I would really like to increase the number of people that view and sub to the channel. So share it around if you don't mind. I'll be right back. We're getting closer. There's the concrete. Not going to be an easy way to move all the little shulker boxes, that's for sure. Wood we're not using very much of at all. I want to bring these up closer. This is just making chests, so I can leave that one. The thing about the shulker box labels is that I keep on taking things out to label them, and then I completely forget to put the stuff back. So we end up with a bunch of stuff in your inventory that you don't need because you're using it for the labels. So like having this book taking up an inventory slot. Trying to do too many things at once. Maybe we'll put these here. I'm already forgetting where I put stuff. Grab this. Well, that's empty. Right. We want one of those empty shulkers we can just put over here. That's also empty. I kind of want a way to... I know shulker boxes are the way to color code your storage, but I really want a way to dye barrels or chests or something. It's gonna be weird when there's nothing here. Probably to get that now. Yep. At least keep a few chests in storage until we sort that out. Actually, probably put those here. Snowballs we're not using very much. Bone meal could go by the die. Silvery, hello, how's it going? Right. Oh wow. Right. Really curious to see what these things look like with the doors being able to be viewed wide open space. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Woof. That's gonna be a nightmare. At some points, it's cool just to have a storage room that kind of organically changes as you go, because then you can kind of flex it to be what you need it to be, when you need it to be. Alright, we can take a few of these. We're not using any of these right now. Actually, that probably goes. Red mushroom. Netherrack. Why do I have a box of netherrack? Do I have the terracotta in here? I do. Put that down for now. What else do we need to move? The wood and the grass stuff is all that's left. I guess we can put the wood here. Don't let me forget that villager is down there. is already here, so we can just go up here and put in a block. I wonder if I actually did turn the villagers down. They're a little bit too quiet. I feel like I must have turned them down. Of course. Oh, whoops. What happened there? Oh no, that's 1, 2, 3. That's right. Cool. And need these. We're getting there. So probably put the wood there. And I think those are just going to go in barrels. I could probably just put these in there. Redstone. You forget how long this kind of stuff takes. We're not really going down into the lush caves right now, so I think all of that I can just stick in a chest. I don't think I need to have that out and around. We'll still leave it in some sort of order. Farmable stuff down the bottom. Thought I had this down here. This is where I need as much inventory as possible because I got to move all these shulker boxes. It's too bad you can't put a light on your happy ghast. That'd be kind of cool. So at least it's not too far away. I think the way that I've designed this up here, yeah, I feel like this is a shorter distance than it used to be, so that's good. I may end up bumping things around. We're gonna put these in here. We've been removing a lot of the mycelium, so I'm going to try to keep this somewhere here. One of these is not full. That's the one I want. Fluffy, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Now, do we have any of these that we decide we want to leave out more often? I don't need the potions very much. I don't need that often either. Concrete could go over here. I feel like amethyst. They're more utility things. Don't know why I'm keeping the eggs. I feel like this should be combined with one of these. I thought one of these just had random stuff in it. There we go. I do like the idea of using copper if I can, so maybe we'll leave these out. Wow, just about there. So now it's just a matter of sorting all this stuff. Gross. Okay, what? We've got notebooks, composters. Yes, some of the stuff we've got space for already. Some of it we don't. I don't know why I keep this clock around. Probably the better solution and the faster solution is just to put this all in a shulker box. I do have at least a couple of spares. We'll sort this out later. This might be something I do off stream, just a little bit tedious. Some stuff we do have a place for, though. Now that the stuff is up here, it makes it a little bit easier. Bring this with me. And put those. Some stuff we can just toss. Feel like I don't need those. I don't need extra buttons. Feel like we have a place for those already. Got lots of sugar, it's fine. Dead sheep. Nice. I don't see us using sea lanterns as often as I thought. I thought sea lanterns were going to be the block of choice, but frog lights are definitely a little bit more sci-fi friendly, I think. Emeralds. Thought I had like a brewing stand shulker box. There we go. I feel like this should have that. Maybe this should have the brewing stand on it. Whoops. Yeah. So let's maybe grab this. That's a little easier to find, I think. Did that thing again where I put it back, but then I forgot to put this thing in it. I feel like we can get sugar easy enough. I don't need it. Some of this stuff is just going to be easy access to utilities. Chests. Oh. That. I definitely need more than one just spare shulker for stuff. those are more useful. Glowstone dust, I honestly think we can just turf this. There's some blocks in the game that I wish were blocks that you could pack away more densely. In the same way that you can pack down ice and stuff. I feel like that would be more useful with some blocks. Random stuff. Alright, that took an eon, but at least we now have a clean slate down here. Mostly. That's just something we can tear down. I'm not really too worried about that. That's just compost for bone blocks. We can just remove all of this. Easy peasy, and get rid of that. And I guess we can also just dig this out too. I want to get a feel for what this giant hole in the middle is going to look like. And I'm going to remove some of the lines and stuff. You'd like to be able to uncraft certain blocks. There are definitely things we've got on data packs on the Citadel, like string and wool. We can go back and forth on. What's another one that would be really cool? I've always thought that dye blocks would be neat because then you'd have another block to build with. That would be a bright color with some texture, but then you could also store a lot more dye a lot more easily. Not sure what we're going to do for the inside of this. Eventually I want it to be a larger pit. But for now. It'll be brown. Well, it'll probably end up being purple. Now that I look at it. But I definitely don't want to fill things in with concrete anymore because, man, it takes, even with the beacon, it takes a little bit of time to remove when you don't like it. So we'll have to be more careful with our temporary blocks in the future. We were pretty good with that with the other builds, the other temporary builds. Probably going to go down one more layer so I can put lights around the outside. So nice to be able to work through the nights when you want to. Stone. Polished stone. Concrete stores are back up for the white. That's good. Bone block. Where do I want to put the bone block? Maybe we'll put that in here. established. I think I need a redstone thing exposed. Maybe we'll put that over here. Okay, not bad. What's next? Let's sort out that's I guess I'll put down some diorite. I don't know whether the diorite is the hole or the edge. But we'll put it in. Oh, that's supposed to be underneath there. Guess I should sleep and then we will remove the chest. It's so cool that you can auto make chests now. You never run out. It's such a small build. Once you get enough redstone, it's really straightforward. And I quite like it. So for folks that don't know, this is collecting bamboo from in here. This is turning the bamboo into planks. And this is turning the planks into a chest. And all that's in here is just a little bamboo farm. Did people see that there's a snapshot for 26.1? I was not expecting that before the holidays. There's no features, it's just bug fixes and some changes to villagers, from what I saw. I didn't actually finish watching Exumavoid's video. I normally do, but I got distracted by other stuff I had to do yesterday. Bat. I'm so glad that all fit in my inventory. Oh, nope. Oh, I got the bat head. Nice. I thought I had a box of heads in here somewhere. Oh, there it is there. frog lights, and then I had all this stuff somewhere nearby. Where did I put all the green things? I thought I put them next to the bone meal. Next to the dirt. Oh. This is the problem with all this stuff. There it is there. When you think you put it in a logical place, then it's not in that logical place. So I actually think it would make more sense to have all the stuff that you grow with bone meal down here. If I looked for it just then I'm sure I will look for it again. Now, mud block, I think, was over here. Right. Oh, I see what the problem is. I need to remove some of this, I think. I was like, why is it all dirt on the minimap? And I realized that this sticks out too far. We will eventually cover it up, but right now the minimap and the map in general is going to be useful for the top-down view. And we have to figure out where we're going to put our teleport block too. Maybe we'll do like a special room or something. Okay, so now you can sort of see what the inside of this is going to look like. And the idea, when you come in to, this is north, this is one of the main entrances. So the feeling I want when you come in here is obviously being overwhelmed by the size of it. It's cool at this angle, this almost looked like it's filled in. I'll have to figure out whether we're going to keep that or not. When you come in here, it opens up quite quickly. And then I feel like this is a decently wide area. So we have room, I think, to make a little bit of extra stuff on the walls here. Because I don't like the idea of being able to see outside so quickly. So having something that sticks out a little bit here would be good. Or we can close some of those doors. I don't know how to make a piston door for that. I don't know if that's possible. With that material. I feel like this is pretty good. I don't think I need it to be any smaller. So this as the edge, I think, could be fine. good news is that digging down here is going to be very, very easy. Especially when there's spots like that. Ooh, that's a big hole. And the cool thing is right now, all of our bubble columns are still inside of this, so I don't have to worry about that infrastructure change just yet. Pre-dug hole, yeah, some of them will be. Alright, so just as a proof of concept, I want to go get the frog lights. And I guess they look pretty good just like that. I'm wondering if we want to do orange or purple. And then I wonder if we want glass. I guess something like that. I don't think I like the gray glass. I want to do something mechanical on the inside, have the lights actually strobe around a bit. That's tough. I think I like the purple. Yeah, I think I like the verdant. No, pearlescent. The pearlescent ones. I don't know. What do we think, chat? A pre-Duggan hole. Nice. If I ever had a big project where I was digging a giant pit, I could definitely call the stream Duggan Diggin. Pearly lights, says Dan. I don't mind the orange glass and the ochre. It's pretty cool. I don't know about this space, but I want to use it somewhere. Like maybe we could use it here. I mean, this is gonna get covered up. This is meant to be like a vertical light from the outside. Yeah, I think probably pearlescent. And probably purple glass as well. The gray glass is a little bit muted. I think the purple glass helps it look like there's purple light shining on the edges of things. Oh, that could stay. Gosh, that is so satisfying. When you're not digging out a huge space and it's not so repetitive, like not landscaping, you're just, you know, deciding, I'm just going to dig out like a really decent size 30 block radius hole, you know? This looks like it goes all over the place. So this is going to need blocks. I am so glad that I went into that mod and changed the volume of mining glass. It's so much nicer. Now, do we want the frog lights to be vertical? No, I think they look better on the end. The end texture is better for this particular case. One of them is going to have to face the wrong way. Stream's at 2 hours. Holy smoke. No purple glass. I wonder where that's spreading from. There. Alright, so I just need more purple glass and probably some more frog lights. I'm only going to go down the 3 layers, but I need to take another break. If you're new to the channel, I do this once an hour. Gives me a chance to refresh the drink, gives you a chance to grab a friend. If you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing, it really does help with those extra views. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we just need some more pearlescent frog lights and some more purple glass. Good thing we made a bunch of purple stuff earlier. Actually, probably gonna need those. Have to break these out into their own shulker boxes soon. I don't remember if I can re-dye glass or not. Feel like yes. Yes. That should be enough, I think. That's a data pack, by the way. The re-dyeing glass. That's not a vanilla thing, but I just couldn't remember whether we had it working or not. So cool to have so much light. It's going to be a fun look when this is done. I want it to be very, very bright on the inside. Right. There we go. Oh, that might not have been enough glass. We'll see. Maybe? Well, maybe not. Oh no, we got it. Okay, cool. Well, we'll have to make more for the inside. There. And we can put these in here. So what I would like to do eventually on this inside part is have it somehow pulse and have a really long column of this going deep into the earth and have it pulse like the warp core in a starship on Star Trek. I think that could be cool. I think I'm good for frog lights. It's glass that I'm short on. And obviously this would just be a big hole. And then we would put a glass floor on it so we could walk across it, I think. Mel's Militello, I think I'm saying that right. Thanks very much for the follow. For now, I think what we'll do is we'll put in temporary glass bridge. We could make this look like it's made of energy, maybe. That could be kind of fun. I need to get more glass. We need to figure out a small super smelter, maybe. I think that would look really cool. Imagine this like in multiple layers going down 20 blocks or more. I don't think I want to put anything in the middle. I was debating whether it would be cool to have something, to have this kind of like rise up and be some sort of like structures. I think we could do that. It also would help with not being able to see directly outside on the other side if this was up sort of like another 9 blocks or so. That could be fun. Would it be a redstone contraption to get it to pulse? Yeah, so I was thinking, so I don't like the look of redstone lamps, but I thought it would be cool if anybody's watched Impulse's latest episode. I thought about it before this, but he did something very similar where he put frog lights on pistons and you put it on a sticky piston like that. Oop, no, straight up. No. Into the void. Come on. And then frog light. And then right? So then you're looking at this as if it's a dark space, right? So imagine lots of those. Right? I don't know. I feel like that could work. But with the shaders, the light's going to show up, so it's not going to be completely dark. It would just be like bright and then brighter, which is fine. I think that would be okay. I just don't know how many of them I want to make. Dirt is full. I think we're going to end up going to go get more andesite. I need to repair my pick anyway. I don't think we need these right now. That's a mess. We've already done andesite. I'm not sure what else we could put down there. Would look good. So I know we're going to remove these. I guess I could do stairs, but we'll leave it square for now. And again, polished andesite is something we can remove quite quickly. I don't know what the walls in here would be made of, but we'll have to figure that out. So I'm trying to think, as I fill this in, I should probably use a couple of different materials just to see what I like. So we could keep this as andesite over here, since it's already mostly done. We were toying around with doing blast furnaces. Those could be better for like smaller rooms as opposed to this entire thing. White glass. I don't think I like the orange. I think I prefer pot lights instead of rose. I don't mind the line around the outside, although that could probably be a different color. Oops. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to figure out how to light this stuff. I guess we could put some lights in the ceiling. Alright, we definitely need to go get more andesite. Moving some of this closer to the front was a good idea. Now, why are you not stacking? Huh, 12 components versus 11. Weird. Huh. Wonder what that's from. Wonder if it's a leftover from maybe one of the labels mods or something. There. And why am I carrying around an iron axe? I don't know where that came from. Alright, we need andesite and is there anything else? Tough we have to mine. Good for those guys. You know what? We'll bring back some diorite too. And good for gravel. Probably I might see if I have any terracotta lying around. I probably don't. We should be good. Yeah, I like that purple bridge. We're gonna have to come up with some cool stuff there. The power supply thing, I think I want to make it purple with some crystals or similar to the warp core. I like the pearlescent froglights in the glass, but I really want it to be more purple. So the more glass we can move, I think the better. I'm really glad that I kept all this stuff from this witch farm dig, which is incredibly inefficient now because, of course, deep slate layers make this not super great. We still get some redstone here, but not a lot. Oh, have I stripped out my andesite? So I was using these as markers for where stuff was. I guess I thought I had more andesite. I guess we'll check the modern city. And I don't have any bulk terracotta here, that's for sure. Modern city might also be a good spot for that. I never call it Southport. I don't know why. It's got a name. Good thing redstone drops were boosted? Yeah. That's true. Well, since we're in the nether, we need to repair the pickaxe. Not bad for one rocket. Almost like I've done this before. Y'all still mad? Yes. Oh. Glad I keep this in here. This will not take very long. I think my macro broke when I updated my mouse software. You used a lot of andesite and muscle? I did. Yeah. I did. I don't remember going back to the witch farm to get much of it, though. I do remember running out and having to go get more. Hitting them with a shovel is not nearly as efficient. It would be really funny, though, if the shovel did excess damage to certain mobs. I just think beating somebody with a shovel is kind of funny. From a cartoon perspective. Very Looney Tunes. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. See ya. These never cook evenly. One always gets more than the other. Oh, wrong way. So, modern city, I guess? Now, unfortunately, it's all uphill, so there's no way I can do this with one rocket on the way back. I think it's one of the first times I've ever landed there where it's not been damage-inducing. Your swords go in fire? Yeah. I kind of use everything I can. It's a fun design challenge, too. I should really have a bed in here. Well, I was hoping that the happy gas were going to be more useful for places like this, but I don't know. I feel like that might be a real pain. Menu blocks. Those are all not the right thing. Look at all the mobs. My goodness. And sight. Oh boy. Yikes. Alright. West till it is, I guess. Lots of andesite slabs, but not proper andesite. I don't want to take the last andesite from here because in case we need it to repair streets, that would be bad. Okay. Fair enough. Ignoring all the creepers and the mobs. One more place to check. Cobble and diorite. Yeah, that's true. I also have a beacon. Yeah, I can mine it out from underneath my mushroom island too. We do need to dig out a space for let's sneak around the back here. Be kind of fun. We do have a space. I need to move the amethyst deposit. I spent all this time on this path and I never walk it. The fun entry into West Hill. If you happen to be new, I think a lot of people are usually familiar, but this is a 5-year-old medieval town project. And we finished it in late August, early September. And it rains here all the time. So it's mood-inducing. It's very doom and gloom and medieval. It's always raining here. But there's not a block that hasn't been touched for miles. And we have a crypt that has extra storage in the basement. I think all of this was stone and dirt. There is some andesite here somewhere. There we go. About a half a shulker box. That's not terrible. It still won't be enough, but fine. That's it. Terracotta we'll have to actually go collect, but I won't do that today. Draining all the reserves. Yeah, I feel like I've got more somewhere. Oh, you know what? There is a block silo, and I wonder if there might be some andesite there. I feel like I might have gone there already. But there's like a community block silo behind the farm in Dartmouth Meadows. And there might be a little bit of andesite there. We established it just because early on people were running out of storage space and didn't need things like dirt or diorite or whatever. Oh, yeah, there might be some stuff in here too. Nope. I guess he went through the portal. Yep. Oh, I made the grass disappear. I check my storage, but I don't think there's going to be much in mine. I don't even remember where I put all that stuff. Nope. Something I might want to consider putting in the sci-fi zone is the speed boost. I feel like it's going to come in really handy. It's such a big area. Very, very little. I won't take what's left in case somebody actually needs it. How did you get in here? You need to go back to always be mining? Yeah. I mean, I think the fastest way to get some is going to be to... you know what? I might be able to... We got some. I might be able to borrow some from Macas. Macas hasn't been on the server in a couple of years, I don't think. And where am I going? This way. I think we should have time to fix the amethyst depot thing. I think that's the last little thing I have to move. You'll notice I didn't wrangle with the villagers at all today. Okay, let's bring the sword in case we run into anything down below. And I will need probably some ice. I will need a couple buckets of water. And what else am I going to need? So, all I have to do is remember these coordinates, I want to say. Yep. This is... That's 52, 5, 20, 35, 70, 99. Yeah, we got to put glass in around this whole thing. Otherwise, it's going to be a real pain if I ever have to go down below. I'm just going to put this next to our nether portal. $35,799. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Lord Andy subscribed to tier 1. I think that's the first sub of the day. Thanks very much. 16 months. That's amazing. Thank you. So let's just make this really accessible. So 1, 2, 3. Good news is we're far below where it used to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go one more. Where are you trying to go, cow? You're going to be in my way all day. All right. I feel like that should be about right. This is 5219, 35807. Yeah, I really need to add some more bridges. Hmm. $52,519 and $35,807. I dislike that this is 519,807, but the minimap says it's 520,808. Not my favorite. There we go. Okay. Bubble column we don't need. Water. That will get us around the corner, no problem. Not need as much ice as I thought. Just need something here to block the water from going down. That should be it. Be all good there. Should work fine, I think. Yep. Good, good. And so now we just need to put the shulker box down here for the amethyst and a hopper. Good. Grab some frog lights. Maybe we'll grab some purple concrete. Actually, why don't we use amethyst? That would make sense. Purple glass. And we need a couple of hoppers. Oh, that's full. We'll need another one of those. Oh look, ready to go. Head of the game. I might use some bubble columns in the actual elevator system. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's put this front and center. Obviously, we've got some zombies around. Lush cave, right. Goes there, and then do lights around the corners. Well, that's probably where zombies are coming from. That, and then well, that's kind of a cool effect. I did not expect it to look like that. That's kind of fun. Cool. That should work. I guess the hoppers were backed up. Bag is full. I don't know if anything fell in there, but if it did, it'll be in the shulker box. It did not. All right, so we can put this stuff back. Put this back. Not worried about that stuff so much. There are times when I wish that I could have like multiple sorting bits. I'd like to try and do more, I'm not sure what to say, like sub-sorting? Sometimes I wish that there was a little bit more accessible sorting in Minecraft that didn't involve like big sorting systems. Thanks very much, SweetSandi. Appreciate it. Oops. Granite. I will definitely take a minute and organize some of this, I think, in between streams. Sometimes when I'm taking screenshots, I'll hang around for an extra 20 minutes and just organize inventory stuff. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought. Oh, you know what? I want to put in that purple glass before I forget. Should be enough. Not quite, I don't think. I think we need 32. Especially when I drop one down there. Yep. One short. These shaders are really cool in that when light goes through glass, it puts down a colored shadow, which is great. I will be trying vibrant visuals on Java when we get there. That'll definitely be a thing. I feel like now that I have the new video card, it'll be able to be something we can do without too much issue. Kind of a fun break from all the outside stuff. Getting the midsection a little bit more sorted. I really wish I could figure out how to get these bats to stop spawning. I'll have to make a bat switch like someone suggested the other day. I think it was Warmbo. Here, this is not very sci-fi. Unless I could turn them into some sort of like, maybe I could, maybe the solution is not to make a bat switch. Maybe the solution is to reskin bats as like little hovering robots. And we could have like little robot mechanics flying around. That could be kind of fun. Cool. Right on, folks. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to pass you along, I think, to Pearlescent Moon, but I'll double check to see if there's anybody else live, because Pearl is usually wrapping up around this time. Yep, I think we're going to send y'all over to Pearl. I'm sure you'll have a good time with Pearl until she passes you on to somebody else that's also playing Minecraft, I'm sure. Probably another hermit. I will be back tomorrow. However, I will let you know that tomorrow's stream time is going to be in the afternoon, not the morning, because I'm recording the Spawn Chunks podcast tomorrow morning. So it'll be an afternoon, noon maybe, or maybe, no, it won't be noon. It'll be probably closer to 2 p.m. For my stream tomorrow. And I will be back on Friday for Lego. So everything should be straightforward for the rest of the week. After that, I will catch you all then. Make sure you check out patreon.com/SkullDaisyGimp. It's one of the best ways to support me here on stream. Less than a cup of coffee a month, and it keeps me streaming and making content for y'all. And you can also listen to the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe. They're both free podcasts. The Citadel Cafe is recording a special holiday episode tonight live in my Discord. That's at 9 p.m. Atlantic, so double check your time zones. And it should be a good time because it is our episode 500. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will see you folks tomorrow. Bye for now.